Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be cooking from our prepper pantry and we're going to be making chicken and dumpling casserole recipe that I have, and just was looking over it, and it takes 2 chicken breasts cooked and shredded, which we're going to use 2 cans of our cooked chicken breast. I need 2 cups of chicken broth, which I keep on my prepper shelf. A 1/4 cup of butter, 2 cups of Bisquick, which I was out of Bisquick, but I made my own Bisquick real quick. It took 6 cups of flour, 3 tablespoons of baking powder, 1 tablespoon of salt, and 1 cup of Crisco. And you process that in a food processor, and voila, you have your very own Bisquick that you've made yourself, and you know what's in it because you made it. And then to store it, you store it in an airtight container and keep it in the refrigerator. So it also calls for milk. I'll be using milk from my fridge, but I do have milk in my prepper pantry. I have the Nestle cream. I have evaporated milk. I have instant non-fat dry milk in a big can of that. And I thought I had got a carton of milk. I have milk, shelf stable milk in my prepper pantry, sorry. And I forgot to bring that in to show you, but I also keep that on my shelves. But I'm just gonna leave that where it's at and use the milk from my fridge this time. But I just wanted to show you that it could be a prepper recipe by using the milk that we store in our prepper pantry. Okay, after the milk, I need 1 can of cream of chicken soup, which I keep in my prepper pantry. I need chicken bouillon cube, sage, pepper, and salt. And I'll be creating this recipe and show you all the steps. It's very easy. It goes together very quickly, and my family really likes it. Right now, I've got a 9x13 baking dish in the oven with 1/4 a cup of butter melting. That's the first step, is that you melt butter in the bottom of this dish. So I will go check on that, and when I come back, I will go ahead and flip the camera down so you can watch me put this casserole together. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my glass baking dish, and butter melted in the bottom. So what I'm going to do, we prepare this casserole in 3 layers. Layer 1 is the butter, and then the chicken goes over the butter, and then the pepper and the sage, and it says do not stir. So here's my chicken going in. The brand I'm using tonight is Great Value brand. When I made chicken patties last time, I used Swanson. And I think both seem to be just fine. The texture's good. Smells like chicken. All right. Okay, so I chunked that up. Now I'm just gonna kind of even that up a little bit. Make sure I get it evenly spread. All right, so, and on the chicken, we're gonna use the sage and the pepper. I need a 1/2 teaspoon of sage, and, all right. I'm loving these spice jars that I got from Amazon. My cabinet is so much tidier. Okay, so I'm just going to sprinkle my sage on all around on the chicken. My spoon's going to be in the way. All right, so there's my sage. And next will come our pepper. And we need 1 teaspoon of pepper. I always sneeze when I use pepper, guys, so but I love to cook with pepper. All right, so we're sprinkling on the pepper and the sage is on, and it says do not stir, so I will not stir. All right, the second layer, I'm gonna take a bowl and I'm gonna mix my milk and my Bisquick. And I need 2 cups of Bisquick and 2 cups of milk. So here's 2 cups of Bisquick. Add a little bit more because I think my cup was just a little bit shy of 2 cups. Okay, and now 2 cups of milk. Okay, the milk's going in with the Bisquick. My table's full of ingredients. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm gonna mix the milk and Bisquick, and then I'm gonna pour it over my chicken and not stir. You know, it called for a ½ teaspoon of salt, but my directions didn't say to put the salt in, so I'm gonna sprinkle a ½ teaspoon of salt over it as well. And those of you on low sodium diets, just leave the salt out. You know, try to adjust recipes to meet your specific health needs. All right, so now I'm supposed to just pour this over. It's very liquidy. I'm supposed to pour this over the chicken and not stir. That's so tempting. I always want to stir everything. But I will follow my directions. All right, so there it is. Not stirring, but I want to get some over in that corner. All right, so there's my layer 2 is complete. Layer 3, I need to have a medium bowl and whisk together the chicken broth, the bouillon, and the soup. 2 cups of chicken broth. Okay, so I will put that in my bowl. Put my remaining 2 cups in the fridge to use for later. And I need 3 chicken bouillon cubes. Next time I go to Sam's, I need to get more chicken bouillon. It's about time for me to do a restock on my prepper pantry, guys. I was making my, getting my ingredients for this casserole and I was out of Bisquick. So I made my own, which is fine. But while I was making my own, I was out of Crisco in the cabinet, so I had to go to the prepper pantry and get Crisco. And I was out of baking powder, so I had to go to the prepper pantry and get baking powder. So my motto for my pantry is, when I use one, I need to buy one. So I will need to get Crisco and baking powder and Bisquick next time I am at Sam's or Walmart or doing an online order, whatever. I need to be sure and fill my gaps. Okay, so there's my bouillon. And now my can of cream of chicken soup. I love the pop-top cans for my convenience. This had a pop-top can on it. But I'm not sure, like, you have to be very careful when you store your things in your pantry to not let a lot of weight get stacked on top of these. The pop-top cans can be less stable if, you know, if there's a lot of pressure on that can lid. So I have to be a little bit more careful with those. right, so there's our soup. Also, I'm going to whisk together chicken broth, bouillon, and soup. And then I'm going to pour that over this layer and not stir. And then I will bake it in a 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. And I will show you all the finished product as well. I will probably open a couple of vegetables to have with this. And of course, this isn't the type of prepping recipe that you would be able to do if you're on the go in a prepping situation. But if you're at home and needing to plan your meals around what you have in your pantry, this is a very good recipe to have on hand. Okay, so now we're going to pour this over the Bisquick layer and not stir. I want to just stir it all. I'm like Dennis the Menace is with pushing buttons, except I like to stir things. All right, guys. There it is. It kind of looks like a soupy, yucky mess at this point, but I'm confident by the time we get it in the oven and it bakes for 30 minutes, it'll be delicious. It smells really, really good. So I will come back and show you the finished product. Talk to you soon. Okay, guys, I'm back and this is the finished product. So we will be enjoying our dinner. I hope you all try this recipe and let me know what you think. And I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.